All right, Matt, before we get on to me showing the final reveal of everything that is done, because the building is 100% complete, I want to make a few suggestions to your track plan. Now, as you can see right here is your yellow, right down the middle here. That is your main line. And the way you have it set up right now is you have your stub end track for your station, and then you know you're going to add this track right here for the hoppers, and both of these are also stub ends. What I'm suggesting, okay, and this will probably make life a little easier for you when you do some operations, is to first of all add a right hand turnout right here, and that will make it that you'll be able to take your passenger train in from either side, and also have a runaround. So if you bring your train in this way, you could uncouple the locomotives, come out here, come to the back, come back in here, and hook up to the other side of the train. Now, also, I see the same thing here. You have a dead end here and you have a dead end here. If you add a left-hand turnout here to go to this track, that also gives you a runaround. So you could bring your hoppers in or your full train in here, uncouple the locomotive, come on back, come back in here, grab the boxcars, and you have a choice. So you could either do another turnout right here with the dotted lines, or you can do it's independent, so you'll have another runaround to do. I think that this would work out a lot better for you, but that's up to you. I'm just giving you a suggestion. I'm going to include this little drawing with the rest of the kit when I send it to you. Anyhow, let's get on with the rest of the video. Alright guys, I know we had a reveal in my previous video, but this is a secondary reveal on Matt's build because I did make some changes to it and I did add some stuff to it. For instance, I added this extension for a parking lot right here, and I added some of the highways and byways graphics on there. And also, we'll move down to here, and I'll move the camera as slowly as I can. You can see I have more of highways and byways graphics, and this is their new parking lot kit. It comes with a bunch of red. Now it looks like it's all one piece on there, but if you look closely, you can see right there that it is one piece. I mean, more than one piece. So, and also with the graphics here, as you can see, I got this piece cut out right here for the no parking that I put there, and I also used some of the red striping. Now, a lot of this stuff is got to be removable because I got to ship it. So Matt, if you're watching this, please pay attention, because this is what's going to happen. There's nothing on any of these buildings that are attached that you won't be able to remove easily. For instance, this little tank right here, you can just pull him out. Okay? Now, if you want to take the silos out, you have to take the conveyor out first. And when we get to the other side, I will show you how to do that. Now also, I don't know if you guys are going to see this, but I did add a fire water pipe that goes into the building for the sprinkler system. The outlets for the silos are permanent down here, so that means that the silos can only go so far in. All right, let's move around to this side. And again, I did a parking lot on this side here using the highways and byways graphics. I know it's going to sound silly, but I don't remember what color I painted this. So when I painted this, it's actually a different color. It's a lighter gray. And I could say that, well, you know, they use a different type of material, concrete, for the foundation than they do for parking lot. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Anyhow, let's move around to the other side, and let me show you the rest of how this has got to come apart. And we'll talk to you guys in a minute. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Alright guys, at the beginning of this video you heard me talking to Matt, and that's because the first part of this video I actually sent to Matt to get his approval on the changes that I wanted to make. And the change that I wanted to make was I wanted to move the conveyor from this building to there. And I think it looks a lot better. I built a shack on the bottom, and let me move this out of the, move the cars out of the way, and let me move the house out of the way. And as you can see right there, I have a chute that goes down to imply that there's underground conveyors from the shed to the silos. And that eliminates more stuff that's sticking up that has to come apart. And now, let me show you how this has got to come apart, Matt. So, oops, let's go the other way. When you get this kit, you're going to get it in a bunch of pieces. And I think it's going to be 2 different boxes also. I'm not sure yet. Anyhow, if you want to take this apart, the first thing you need to do is pull this guy out. Okay, that was easy enough, right? Then you can pull this guy out. Well, he's going to come already not attached to it. Now, if you want to take the silos out, that's all you have to do. Now, I did this so everything will be locked in its own original position. So, in other words, this guy here, he won't move unless I pull him out, because I gave him inside structure to lock him in place. So you just go do that. Now, this building is the same thing. You can pull it off, and as you can see, let's move him out of the way. Hey, stop. I put these little pieces of styrene there to lock it in, so it will always be in the position that it was built for. And the same thing with the last building. With the last building right there, it'll come out the same way. Anyhow, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video of the series on Matt's build. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you come back to watch the next build I have for Matt, which is going to be a train station that will be sitting right here. And Matt, I hope you like the track modifications I made for you. I know it's not my layout, but think about it, because I think it'd be a good move for you. All right, Matt, this is going to be one last look before I actually take this all down and put it in a box. Anyhow, as this is looking from the front of your layout right now, and that is what I am calling the large warehouse. Then you got the main building, then you got your silos, and then you get the small warehouse. Now, I am going to show you how all of this is going to be shipped to you, or when you open the box, what you're going to have in the box. But before I do that, I want to show you a couple other things. First of all, if you want to put lights in that building right there, this roof is removable. Just grab it here and just pull it up, and the roof comes out. Okay? And also the building comes off of the foundation, so you'll be able to work on it to put lights in there if you want to. There's nothing that's attached to the building that's attached to the foundation, but it appears to be. Also, you got a large smokestack up here that I will be taking off. And did I just break that? I think I did. I don't know. Anyhow, I'll fix that, but there'll be a little peg that this will sit on. So the large one goes on top of that roof, and you got 2 smaller ones down here, and they come off just like that. Okay? So, all of these tanks on this side here, hopefully they'll stay attached and on there. This pipe right here will come off with the building, and I'll show you that here in a few minutes. Okay? Now, the only thing I'm going to caution you about is, if you decide you want to take this off for some reason or another, it's got to be done in a specific way. The elevator needs to come off first, and by the way, I don't know if you can see that, but I did put ladders and handrails around the landings up there. The elevator will come out the same way. You just pull it up, and the roof will come up, or you can actually pull the elevator out of the roof. So, now if you want to pull the silos out, very simple, you just pick the silos up. They're not going to be glued down at all. Okay? So now that you know how that's going to be, I'm going to turn the camera off, and we're going to go to the other side, and I'm going to show you how this is going to look when you get it. When you get it. So, let me get the camera around there, and we'll be back in a minute. Matt, this is looking at your build from the back side of your layout, and we'll just scan slowly so you get a good idea of what everything is supposed to look like when you get this. Now, I had mentioned in one of my previous videos, or maybe it might be the one that might be coming out this Saturday, but anyhow, I'll show you what I'm talking about here now. That tan tank, this tank right here, it looks like it's attached to the building, and it looks like it's attached to the building on this side, but it's not. You could just pull it right out. How's that? And I also did some highways and byways graphics for you. I put a no parking over here with some red borders and so on and so forth. Then this fire extinguisher standpipe is attached to this building. It will come up when you take that building out. It's not attached to the ground at all. These pipes are attached to the ground. So therefore these silos cannot come any further this way. It's all adjusted so everything works out perfectly to the end of the foundation at the other side. I also put some yellow safety stripes on all the platforms. And I also put the stairs on the other side, on the track side, excuse me. Now, this is another thing that will come off and stay off during shipment. It just comes off just like that, okay? I'm also going to send you a little bag. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. A little bag with a few little goodies in there, some details that you can throw on the platforms or whatever. There's a dumpster in there, and there's a couple electrical boxes. What else is it? 55-gallon drums and so on and so forth. Just to get you started on some details for your layout. Alright, so now I will turn the camera off and you'll see how you're going to get this and how you're going to put it all together. So, with that being said, stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright, Matt, this is how you're going to get this. All of these buildings right here will be in one box, I'm hoping, or maybe two smaller boxes, I'm not 100% sure. And the foundation itself is going to be wrapped in cardboard with, I'm thinking of putting this piece of wood right here to keep it stiff, but put it underneath, you know, just to keep this so it doesn't bend, and if it starts to bend, what's going to happen is all these guys are going to start popping off. And I don't want that to happen. So, these guys, your parking lot on both sides, they both come off. And they are marked on the back where they have to go. This one here says large building. This one here says little building. So you know that they got to go do that. The parking is out towards the back side of your layout. Okay. Oops. Oh no! Alright, so it doesn't matter which building you put in first because they all have a specific spot to go into, okay? So, we can start with this building, and always the pipe will go towards the building. And you can see these guys right here, and the platform will lock this in place. Actually, this one here is for the big building. So when you put this in, the edge of the building is going to fit between the platform and this piece of styrene in here. So basically you're just going to do this and bam, it's in, okay? Like I said, it doesn't matter which way you start. I just feel comfortable just going from left to right. Now the next building, as you can see, again, it's got all those styrene strips in there, and it will lock in place also. So you cannot move it. Finally, the smaller building is the same thing. You can see all these guys right here, and that guy will just fit in there like that. And then of course I showed you already how to do the silos. Now on the silos, if you get it and these pipes don't reach the elevator, they are not glued in. So you'll be able to pull it up to meet the elevator. I'm going to leave this off, I'm sorry, these pipes up here, they are not glued in. So you can adjust them if you need to, but you shouldn't have to, okay? So basically, that's the gist of it. I will do the best packing I could. You will get the other two, you'll get the roof for this building, in case you want to do something special with the elevator and run it across the track like we originally had it. But you said you like it like this, so I'm hoping that you do. And also, I don't know if I told you this, but anybody I do a build for, they have to do a video when they get it, the unboxing and what it looks like. Well, I know you can't show it on your layout, but at least put it together and put a couple of cars in front of it. Alright? Anyhow, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do this build for you. I'm going to take a break off your builds right now, and I'm going to go work on my layout a little bit. And then I'll get back on your train station. So thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.